I've actually got somebody.
I don't want that either.
I've actually got
I'm not.
So Andrew and I played just about everything on it, and the only way we could actually replicate that is if I sort of stuck a drum on my back and some cymbals between my knees, and that didn't quite kind of give the, the image that we're trying to get outside the Kirkgate Centre, given it loudly. So consequently, this is like stripped down statements and all that.
Evening, friends, and welcome in to Broken Skin on Broken Skin. The lines are blurred, our stitches slide. So welcome, friends, welcome inside. I carry loads carry me. Stuck grabbing at these lights I see. Each light's a friend who understands that all that's constant is these hands. That all that's constant is these hands. Peel another bandage off and let me see the scars. Designs were all you got from me. Cigarettes and 8 bells bars. These people we once were, such persons might I be. A place that's kept for us, closer, my God, to thee. I sit in a borrowed car outside an empty church and wreck my mind for memories that slip and slide, prolonging the search. Unhurried virgins in our golds and whites and greens. Without ideas, we were watered down then, silent and keen. Catholic boys in the rain. One of them looks like you used to. Catholic boys in the rain. And one of them looks like you used to.
And in terms of the other stuff that you do, because you write as well, you've got 2 collections of poems. Is the writing process for writing a song particularly different? Because your songs are very lyrical as well, aren't they? I mean, it's all quite...
Yeah, basically, if it rhymes, it goes in a song. If it doesn't rhyme, it goes in a book. I think that's that's pretty much the dividing factor. If I can't make them rhyme, then they'll just go in a poem. But
and for the gig tonight, you're looking to do a little bit of spoken word as well.
Yeah, just do a bit of 5 minutes, a few poems here and there.
Is this just because you think the work kind of belongs together as part of the same body of work, I suppose?
No, I just thought it would be something that was interesting, and you don't get it all that often here. No. It's like people mixing things up.
Because do you know Willie Vlorton from Richmond Fontaine?
Yeah.
Because that struck me. I think when I interviewed him, he would talk. Some of their songs literally are spoken word with a little rolling guitar refrain behind it.
Dear Charles.
Well, I'm almost surprised that hasn't actually happened on your album, given that given the way.
I don't like that much.
Well, it's something we sort of talked about. You're doing a spoken word.
I'm trying to think of like examples of that ever being good. So I suppose you're wondering why I've gathered you all. Are we good to go? Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks very much. I'm just going to read a few poems just for a couple of minutes, and then Andrew will get set up and we'll get down to business. Last year I self-published a book of poetry, and this is it. And just a few things from 1995 to 2008. Anyway, this is called "And Now the Quietness You Can Carry." I was a moody 17-year-old reading Black Rook in rainy weather in your room, expecting neither miracle nor accident, but getting both. I couldn't love you then. I was a 19-year-old recluse, shacked up with white in a dirty room, and Bukowski and Keys, and you were in Spain. I thought I loved you then. I was 20, readjusted, friends, a job, a hint of a future. one night, drunk, read Blackbrook in rainy weather, and then you got back, and then I loved you again. Miracles, accidents leave me alone, to friends, wine and work, none of which I do around you. I was the wrong man, I thought the miracles were over, the best of all the accidents had been. This is a poem that I wrote at university, and it's a true story. They all are, really. Some of the names have been changed, this one hasn't. It's called Light and Learning. I think it was Marx who said a university should be a place of light and learning. Dara went colourblind on silver pills one Christmas. A friend had to relearn him to discern absorption from reflection with degree in the new year. And the last two are very short poems, 2 postcards. Postcard 1. It's 3 a.m. and I, anxious, am here, awake and paralysed with love. Would you be here, my love, and paralysed with me, my love? And postcard 2, which I think is my favourite poem I've ever written. Lorna, I think I'm ready to understand luxury now. Thanks very much.
It's not the troubled breathing, the heartbeat caving in. It's not the work you wanted that's past and getting dim. It's not the silent trials, the things you did to yourself. It's not the empty feeling in the voice of someone else. Time will pass, but the words won't come. These things you hear just to keep yourself warm. Time will pass, time will leave you all alone, with only swallows passing by. With only swallows passing by.
And yeah, probably left a big hole in terms of just playing gigs,
Yeah.
and being involved in the writing process.
Yeah. Well, how involved were you? I mean, in terms of what you're doing with the Savings Alone, do you find that because you're recording and playing, you're actually more involved and have more input?
Probably am. Although it's funny because we, like as Martin was saying, we don't actually see each other that much. It's the mixing was largely done via email.
So how much of the actual finished album was done with the two of you in one place, and how much of it was it done
a lot of recording. A lot of it.
The whole process.
A lot of it. I mean, we basically did a weekend that we did all the main guitar parts
and vocals.
And vocals, and then another couple of days that we, like Martin did most of his overdubs, and then
like the drums and the bass and stuff.
Yeah.
And then then I kind of do whatever I think's needed, and then we.
But then he sends me a copy of it, and I go, I like that, I don't like that, and then we, you know.
And then for the final kind of round of editing and mixing, that's all done together.
This is called a pleasing companion, and we hope that we've been pleasing companions to you. A vaudeville style.
You rehearsed that. I said even do it.
Leading with the chin. I invite the darkness in. Each night's a string of flights and bruises and blunt appetites. These fevers run too deep